Hello everyone, welcome to another tutorial video with Coding with T. So in this tutorial we are going to create two pages. The sign up page, which will have four input bars for full name, email, password and re-enter password, and with the button on the bottom. And the second one will be the login page, which only have two input bars. We will also be creating some cool components like input bar, button, spacer and much more. So let's jump into the development section. So as we have created in our previous video tutorial this main page, which have two buttons, login and sign up. So first we are going to create two screens in the screen folder. First will be the signup.js and the second will be login.js. So first let's just create a demo screen for the login screen by importing some React modules which we will be going to use in this screen, and let's create a login function. Now let's just put some demo data between the login function. So now let's just copy all the code from the login function and paste it in the sign up page, and let's change the name of the function. So now we have successfully created both the login and sign up screen. Now just go to general out screen and import the both screen, login and sign up. So for this just copy paste the upper stack screen and put the name between them. So now our stack is ready. So let's just go back to the main screen and let's just put on press functionalities on the both of the buttons for sign up and the login page. So oops, it is not working. So let's check why it is not working. So we put the smaller p on the onPress function. Let's change it and try it. Oops, so there is another error. So let's check it on the sign up screen. So we haven't put the return statement on the onPress function. So let's just put the return statement here and now rerun the project. So as you can see, after putting the return statement, our sign up screen is working correctly. So now let's just also put the return statement in the login screen too, and set the onPress functionality for the login screen. So now our both of the screen, login and sign up, is working correctly. So now let's just start with the designing phase. So first we need a text input. So let's just create a text input component first. So for that, go to the component and create a new file with the name of text input. So let's first just create a React demo function in the text input as we have created in the signup and the login page. So, according to our text input design, we need some kind of card in which we'll put our basic input bar. So for that, we'll import a card from React Native element. And import that card between these two views. And now, import our text input between these two cards. So now, let's just create a style sheet first for giving the styles to our elements. So now, first let's just create our input container style. So, as you can see, I have put an array around our styling object, which is because we need two types of styling for this component. One, which will be giving default to this component, and the other one will be that which we will use in our screens to give style. So, like this, in all of our components, we'll be creating two styles for every view. And now, let's just create the functionality which we need from our text input. So, as I told you before, 3.rest means to get all the functionalities of any basic component. Now, let's just give styles to our text input bar. So, as I told you before, from now on, we'll be creating two styles for everything in our component view. And now, just export all the functionalities or styling which we have created. So as I remember, we also need some label on our text input. So let's just create a styling for the label. So let's just create an if else statement. If we have label, then give this style, otherwise make it to the null. Now let's just put all the styling or the functionalities which we need from our label between these brackets. Our main label is ready. Now let's just create two more labels for the subheadings, the label 1 and the label 2. So as we created our first label like that, let's create two more labels. And for the second label, let's just give some different color to this label. Now, let's export all the functionalities or the styling which we have created in this function. So as our text input component is ready, now let's just go back to the signup page and import that text input. So the label and the name is from the functionalities which we have created in our text input field, and the placeholder is from that ..rest property. So as you can see, after saving our project, our text input bar is ready with the label on the top. As you can see, our text input bar is a little bit out from the screen. For that, let's just import content from the native page and replace it with the view. So after replacing the view with the content, you can see our text input bar is in the right position. Now let's just give some styling to the content. So as you can see, we need some little bit space between the label and the text input bar. So for that, let's just go back to the text input and give some space between them by importing that spacer component which we have created before. As you can see, it looks better with the space. Now let's just go back to the signup screen and give some space from the top. As we need 4 different types of text input bar for the signup page. For that, just copy this input bar and paste it 3 times and give some spaces between them. 20 size will be okay for the space. And now just change the label name and the placeholders according to our need. We need our 4 different text input bar is ready. So now we need a sign up button at the bottom. So for that, let's just import the touchable button which we have created in the last video. So now, after creating the button, we need some kind of title on the top. For that, let's just create another component for this title. For that, let's just go back to the components and create a new file with the name of screen title. So, the screen title will be a very easy component for us to create because we just need a text from this component. So let's just create a simple function as we created before and export it. Now, let's just put the text between the return statement for the title and give it some styling. And now, let's just export all the function and the style which we have created in this component. And now, on the signup page, let's just import that screen title component. And just give the title name which you want to show it on the screen. Now, as you can see, our signup title is ready. Now, let's just go back to the login screen and start creating it. For that, we just need to copy all the content from the signup screen and paste it in the login screen. Now, let's just change the name of the functions. As we need only two fields in the login screen, so we just need to delete the remaining two fields and change the name and the label. Let's just create a remember login info checkbox. For that, we need to import a component from the UI kitten component called checkbox. Now, we just need to create a simple text of the checkbox. And put the text between them which you want to show in front of checkbox. And at the last, but not least, let's just create a simple text for someone who want to create account and want to go back to the sign up page. Now, let's just give some styling to them. Now, let's just give a sign up button or a sign up text a functionality of on press to navigate to the sign up page. So now, as you can see, our login page is completely ready. So let's see you in the next tutorial, which will be of the home page.